Hi guys, so I posted today that I wanted to show you some videos, just some easy spells you can do for the waning moon. I have everything all set up and it's pretty nice outside. However, it's kind of cold. I keep getting cold. Anyway, so if you want to join, please join because it's going to be a lot of fun and it's great to get rid of some negative energy and anxiety. Let this waning moon take it right away from us. We're going to start with a super easy spell that I love. It's for gardening, so all you need is some dirt, a plant pot of any kind, even a cup is fine, and if you have one, a clear crystal quartz. The other spell we're going to be doing is called an incense spell. So it's like using air to get rid of all of our negativity. It's fun, it's easy, and most of us have all the items lying around the house, which is great. And remember, if you don't have everything, it's totally fine. Just replace it with something. It's fine. It's all about your intent. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see, but I can tell people are joining, so yay. All right. I have my big old book of spells. This is super old. Like, this has got to be 15 years old, and I really need to redo it because every time I open it, it's like falling apart. I'm losing pages. So, anyway, but super cool, right? It's like a scrapbook. So, let's look and see where we can find some spells. I always have a book blessing in the beginning because how cool is that? This camera is so weird. There we go. That's my spell book. So it just has some of my cool spells that I used to do forever ago. They're always in my mind, so these are all memorized, but it's fun to look back and like use them. All right, so we have an air magic. So we're going to be doing air magic today because it's windy. So air magic is anything like a candle, incense, anything like that. Anything that uses the air. But we're not doing this exact one, so let's keep scrolling. Oh, I have a key to happiness spell. We should do that sometime. That's a good one. All right, so this is a good one. It's called Growing Magic. And I'm going to take this right out of there because this is one we should do today. Look at how cute they are. I can't believe I like had the time to sit down and do all of these. I really want to redo them now. Like, I have better penmanship. I'm older. I think I could make them look so much cuter. All right, and then another one we're doing is earth magic. So anytime you're doing plants or planting, you can incorporate this spell, and it's a great one, and it's so easy. People don't think how, you think of magic and you think, oh, you need all these things and, frog legs. No, you don't need any of that stuff. Honestly, you can do all spells just right in your mind. You don't need any of this stuff, but using this stuff really helps get you in the mood, and I believe that it does empower things even more. All right, let's see. Break a streak of bad luck. So a lot of my clients in the last 2 weeks think they're having bad luck. I don't really believe in bad luck, but this is an easy spell that can help you break a streak of bad luck if you are having it. We'll see. This is the other one. This is one we're doing today, air magic. And then, oh, money rock. That's a good one. We'll do that next time. It's not the right moon phase for money, but next time we'll do a money rock. Let's see. So, incense magic. It's a lot of magic we're going to learn today. All right, we'll do that for now. Put this big boy away. All right, so I am Wiccan, so normally when I do spells, I would invite the Lord and Lady or the God and Goddess, or some people think of it as the male and female aspect of the earth. So I'm not going to do all of that today because most of you aren't, and you don't have to be to do magic. So we're just going to skip that part, but maybe sometime I'll do a great big one where I do all of that because it is really cool. All right, so to begin, you always want to cleanse the area, and people usually use sage, and I love sage, and sage works great. But today I'm going to use a Palo Santo stick, which is, it's like sage, it works like sage, it's ancient, and it smells amazing, and it's easy to find. You can find it on Amazon even. But first I'm going to light a candle. So because it's the waning moon phase, that means the moon is getting smaller each night. So we want to do spells to reduce, to get rid of. So what do we do? What's a great color when you want to get rid of things? Black. Black gets rid of all negative energy. It's a great releasing color. It just works great for the waning moon. I actually use black candles most of the time, and you can get these on Amazon, Rennie's. I just get black votive candles or tea candles, tea lights. So it's pretty windy out here. It might blow out. It might not stay lit at all. And if that's the case, it's fine. It's not even a big deal. Let me try doing it in here. This might block the wind a little bit. But remember, if it goes out, it's not a big deal. Some people get so worried about those kinds of things, but it's fine. All right, so now that we have, this is what I call like my everything candle. So I have my everything candle lit. So I'll light all my other stuff off of this unless it goes out, in which case I will use my lighter, and that is totally fine. So before I start doing any spells, I'm going to light my Palo Santo stick. And it just smells so good, and it's been used for just forever, for cleansing, bringing good luck. It gets rid of negative energies. It's just so nice, and it smells so good. I think this smells way better than sage. And it doesn't smoke as much, so that kind of sucks. You have to relight it a lot, but once it gets going, you just let it burn for a second, blow it out, and let it smoke, and you're using the smoke as the cleansing agent. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cleanse my little altar area, cleanse myself. Just, oh, that smells so good. Oh, by the way, Brittany Lawrence, I did buy some more, so if you are in need, let me know, and I will send you some more. I had to send her some used ones. So I didn't have any new. All right, so there, that's all nice and cleansed. Everything's great. And remember, take your time. You can do this as long as you want. I'm constantly cleansing my things, so I don't have to really worry about that. But if you have items that you want to cleanse before you use them, that's always a great idea, especially if they're new. That always is, it's good to cleanse things. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. There we go. All right, so let's first start with the earth spell. All right, that's the air, break bad luck, earth magic, or growing magic. We'll do both. All right. So we're gonna start with my earth magic spell. So cute, right? All right, so what we're gonna need is some soil, and I have my soil right here. How convenient. You need something to put it in. I have this super cute little pot. My daughter actually got it for me for Mother's Day. Some daisies are probably gonna go in here. We'll see, I don't know. So there's that. You have your dirt, and you can just put your dirt anywhere. Stick it to the side. All right, a crystal quartz if you have one, and if you don't, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. If you have a different kind of crystal you want to put in, great. It's good if it matches the waning moon, but it's not a must be. So if you have a little crystal or a little beautiful rock you found outside that you want to plant with this, perfect. I myself am going to use a clear crystal quartz. Oh, and I've had a lot of people asking me lately about my house cleansing kits. I just reordered all my supplies, so they are available probably in the next 2 weeks at the longest. So the house cleansing kits come with everything you need: sage stick, crystals, tourmaline, everything. To completely cleanse and bless your home, and it comes with easy step-by-step directions. Candle blew out. The other thing that's great about this cleansing kit is you can use it over and over and over again. Okay, so those are going to be in within the next 2 weeks. All right, back to our spell. Let's see, what else do we need? That's it. That's all we need. Let's see if this will light again. Beautiful. It's that simple. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is put that dirt right back in your hand. Okay, hold that in your hand. Let me read this for a sec. All right, so you're going to just charge the soil with your intent. So your intent is what you would like, what the outcome you would like. The outcome you would like. So for me, my intent, because it's the waning moon, is to get rid of the negative energy in my life. Self-doubt, I have a big problem with that, feeling self-conscious. So I'm going to take a few minutes to visualize that kind of stuff. So I'm going to see myself at some of the moments where I feel really vulnerable, or I feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm worried I'm going to be judged because I'm different. So I'm going to take a moment to think about that kind of stuff. I'm going to put those feelings are going into this soil, because those are the things that we want to get rid of. And when we get rid of them and we put them into the earth will evaporate them, it will neutralize them, there's no harm to the earth, and it just completely takes it away from us. So, hold your soil, cover it up, close your eyes, take a few minutes to really visualize the things that you want to let go of. And then when you're ready, actually, when you're ready, keep it in your hand, because then we're going to repeat. So this is a cute one, actually. It's kind of corny. All right, we're going to say it 3 times, because you say it for body, mind, and spirit. And also the first couple times you might mess it up or it might be confusing. So 3 times really helps it to go out there. Hold it in your hand. Repeat. Into this soil through my hands, my intent I do command. Make it last, make it strong, from earth to me where it belongs, and ye harm none, this spell will be done. Into this soil, through my hands, my intent I do command. Make it last, make it strong, from earth to me where it belongs, and ye harm none, my spell is done. One more time. Into this soil, through my hands, my intent I do command. Make it last, make it strong, from earth to me where it belongs. And ye harm none, this spell has now begun. So I'm going to go ahead and put my charged soil in here, right into the pot. And then, because once the negative's taken out, you want to be able to replace it with positive. Sorry, I swear I'm not even sick. Okay. So you go ahead and you hold your clear crystal quartz. And so when you use a clear crystal quartz, remember it's going to amplify what you're putting out. So you want to use these for good. So now that you've visualized yourself without those problems, you want to see yourself living your life without those holding you back. So for me, I'm going to visualize myself feeling not judged. I'm going to visualize myself being confident. I'm going to visualize myself really not caring about the people who don't really believe in this kind of thing. And I'm just going to see myself at my absolute best. So go ahead and hold your crystal or a rock or whatever you have, a charm, it doesn't even really matter. Your object. Hold it in your hand. Visualize what you want. Take a few minutes or as long as you need. And then when you're ready, put it right in with your soil. All right, there we go. So I forgot to bring down my plants, but when I'm ready, probably tomorrow, it's going to be a little warmer, I'm going to plant my flowers in this. And it's just really cool to see it grow and as it grows, your magic grows. And of course, there's times where you do an earth spell or a growing spell and it doesn't actually grow, and you're like, oh my gosh, my spell's not going to work. No, of course it's going to work. You just bury it all. I mean, not the clay pot, but like dig a hole, bury everything you put in there, and then it's part of the earth and things are growing with it, and it will still work. So again, if nothing grows out of this, it's absolutely okay. You just bury the contents in the earth, and then there your spell goes. So that's our first spell. And I always like to say after a spell, and ye harm none, our spell is done. And that's just because we can't help having negative thoughts once in a while, you know, it's just normal. So if that kind of thing happens while you're doing your spell and you don't even really mean it to, that's fine, that covers you. It's like an insurance. Okay. So we've done our earth magic. Let's see what else we have here. All right, we're going to do... All right, we did that, a part of that anyway. Incense magic is our next one, but first I want to talk about the break a streak of bad luck. So I don't have the items I need because I didn't go gather some twigs, but it's a very easy spell. I'm just going to read it to you. So if you're feeling like you have tons of bad luck, go outside, go for a walk. I always say barefoot, but I mean, you don't have to be. It's fine if you're not. And the goal is to pick up 7 twigs or 7 small sticks. 7, one for each day of the week. You're going to take them home, and then when you're ready to do your spell, you're going to set it all up. If you have a black candle to use with it, wonderful. If you don't worry about it. Use what you have. White works for everything. Anyway, you're gonna take those home, you're gonna get them ready, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna snap them all into little teeny tiny bits. And then you're going to put them in your hand, and you're gonna hold them in your hand, all these little pieces of twigs, and you're gonna say, bad luck is broken as these words are spoken. And you're gonna say that at least 3 times, and you're gonna take a second to visualize yourself, I guess, with good luck. See yourself having wonderful things happen. And then you just go ahead and toss all those sticks outside, and that will help you break a streak of bad luck. But I also don't really believe in bad luck. I feel like we're accidentally getting bad luck because we're putting out things we don't mean to be putting out. So remember that if you're dealing with a lot of bad luck, make sure you're putting out the right kind of thoughts. You don't want to put out thoughts about, I don't have money. Man, I wish I had more money, because what does that do? Takes away your money. You want to put out thoughts of having an abundance of money. And then that way your spirit guides and the universe knows that you want money. Money is a good thing to you, and it will bring it to you. So it's really about switching your thought pattern. All right, so now let's go to the incense magic. So I have a fancy incense because we do so many spell gatherings that I have all this cool stuff gathered up. So what I'm going to use is a charcoal disc for this one. And I have frankincense and myrrh in here, which is super cleansing. It's great to use. So if you have a frankincense incense, that'll be perfect too. And you can have, like, if you don't have the resin, you can use an incense cone. You can use an incense stick. If it's not the exact, if it's not frankincense, that's okay too. It's the incense smoke that we're going to be utilizing. So, charcoal disc, stick it right there, or put your incense in front of you. I'm going to put this resin inside the charcoal disc. And then if you have a feather, awesome. If you don't have a feather, you can use your hand, or you can make a fan like out of paper, or snag a leaf or something from outside. But it is a good idea to have something to fan this with. We want to fan our spell. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, a feather, a leaf. If you literally have nothing, your hand works as well. All right, so we do that. The other thing is I have my, why can't I think of the name of this? My, mortar and pestle. So inside of this, I have mugwort. This is whoop, there we go. This is mugwort. I swear it looks like something else, but it's not. It's mugwort. Mugwort is great for taking away, so it's really good to use for the waning moon. The other thing I have is black salt, which is also great to use during the waning moon phase. And if you don't have black salt, that's totally fine. Use regular salt, use table salt. So black salt is basically just salt mixed with lava, or you can make your own by using regular salt and mixing in incense ashes. That makes black salt as well. And black salt is a little more powerful to use for protection spells rather than just the regular salts. All right, so I have that in my mortar and pestle, and I always save the end of my sage sticks because loose sage is really good for all kinds of stuff. So the end of those sage sticks work well. Break them apart and you get these little bits, you know, of sage. I'm going to put this right in. So all of this is a great mixture to help draw out all the negative stuff that I need to be taken away. Black salt works great for that. Mugwort works great for that. And we all know sage is very cleansing and clearing, so that works awesome as well. So I have that all set. And then I also have a clear quartz because, again, that's going to amplify what I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm going to have this. I'm not even really sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I might not use it all. So I'm going to put it over here for now. Looks cute. Okay, let's see. So let's choose an incense to match your intent. Did that. We've got a feather. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to light the incense and place it in front of us. Easy enough. So the best way to light a charcoal incense is to just light the charcoal, not the actual resin inside of it. And then once that starts going, the whole thing takes off. Just waiting for that spark. Come on, Sparky. And if you just have regular incense, that's totally fine. I blew that out. You just light it any way you can. All right, so that's going. Slow going, but it's going. Oh, there we go. Takes right off, huh? Okay, let's see. There we go. All right, so as this is going, you're going to take your feather, or whatever you have, and we're going to repeat 3 times. And as you're doing it, you want to feather the smoke. All right, here we go. Let the air carry my magic. Intent, return this to me. Work fast, so the results I soon will see. Let the air carry my magic. Intent, return this to me. Work fast, so that the results I soon will see. Let the intent carry my magic. Let the air carry my magic. Intent, return this to me. Work fast, so the results I soon will see. And sometimes I feel like 3 times wasn't enough, like I messed it up. So it's totally fine to do more than 3 times. So I'm going to do 1 extra. Let the air carry my magic. Intent, return this to me. Work fast, so that the results I soon will see. So right now, our incense is going off into the wind. Smells great. I love frankincense. That really does smell good. So as that's going, if you have your mortar and pestle, and if you don't, a bowl in your hand works just as well. I want you to just kind of go through, grind these things together. And as you're grinding them, I want you to mentally focus on everything you want to release in your life right now. So I want to release pain from an autoimmune disease I've been dealing with. So I'm going to grind those emotions right in. I want to release my, low self-esteem issues. I want to release anything and everything you need to release. Think about it. say it out loud, whatever you want to do. And if I wasn't like on Facebook Live, I would really take my time doing this. It would probably take me a good half hour, maybe even more. It's almost meditative to just kind of stare into your herbs, grind them up. The smoke's going. It smells so good. It is very cleansing for sure. And then once that's done, you can just continue with your feather, bringing the smoke towards you. Super cleansing. It smells amazing. I'm outside. The sun is out. It feels so good to do this kind of stuff. And of course, I always recommend whenever doing spells, when you're done, stand barefoot on the earth, and that way anything that needs to be eliminated comes right down out of your body through the soles of your feet into the earth, where it's neutralized and harms none ever again. Just keep bringing that to us. Lovely. Another thing, actually, I forgot about this part. So, the other day in my must-knows that I posted, and if you don't watch them, if you don't look out for them, please do, because they're amazing. Every day I try to post, every day or every couple days I try to post, the spiritual stuff you should do that day, or you could do that day. So the other day I posted that when it was snowing during the full moon phase, that collecting that snow, melting it, and keeping it makes for extra super power to your spells. So with your earth spell that we did, should have did this earlier, but again, it doesn't really matter. Go ahead, take some of that if you've collected it, or if you have any full moon water, which is water that's kept out overnight during the full moon phase. You want to just add a little bit or add a lot of it, doesn't really matter. Beautiful. And then for this spell, I can add it to my herbs. Perfect. I'm being stingy with it, but because I will use it for so many things. Okay, here we go. You can even use it to like cleanse yourself, whatever. It's nice. Open your third eye chakra a little more. Perfect. All right, so now what we need to do is just wait for this to burn out. Now, once that burns out, you're going to stick those ashes right inside your herbs. You can, again, mix up more and more, thinking about the things you want to release. And then when that's all done, and you've done that, you want to go out onto the earth. Make sure it's not still burning, because you don't want to have any accidents, cause a fire. Take a moment to just toss it to the earth, and as you do, if you can, visualize yourself as like weights being lifted as you toss your ashes. You're tossing away all the stuff that's been holding you down for the past, month. So that's a great way to do it. Okay, I think that's it. And then, of course, and ye harm none, our spell has begun, because it's not done, it has begun. And then after your spells, it's always good, before you go stand barefoot, to cleanse yourself. You can use your Palo Santo stick, you can use your sage, you can use an incense. You can also use sage spray. So this is river water. It's got a clear crystal quartz in it, and then of course sage oil. And what I do is, when I'm done with my spells, if I'm inside or something, I just spray myself with it. Smells awesome. Don't have to worry about, fire. Oh, love it. And it does feel really refreshing. All right, I think that's it, you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more. I'm going to start posting a lot more. I have tons of readings coming up, so, keep making those appointments. And I'm also doing my spiritual life my spiritual life coaching course, which it's going to be amazing. I'm starting that in 2 weeks. I mean, I've completed it. I have my certification. I've done all the work. I have my program figured out, and I will be doing them in 2 weeks. I've already got about 6 clients, which is super exciting. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and follow me on Facebook so you can see all my must-knows. And of course, if you're looking to add a new animal family member to your home, please use a rescue or look for rescue groups. Pulled from the Pits is a great one. There's so many of them. Rescue animals, and blessings to you and yours. So bright out here. Okay, bye.